What's going on, everybody? It's the Bulls Show, aka Aiden, and welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, today we've got a Chicago Bulls and Philadelphia 76ers game or injury update ahead of our next game. And at the end of the day, there is some very big news to talk about for the Bulls side of things as well as for the Philadelphia 76ers side of things. And we'll get started on all of that in this video. Before we get started, please like and subscribe to the Bulls Show. Turn notifications on and let me know in the comments below your thoughts about the Chicago Bulls' overall chances to win in our next upcoming game against the Philadelphia 76ers. So there is a lot to get through, and we're going to start off with the Bulls side of things first and foremost, and that will begin with Alex Caruso. Obviously, if you guys were unaware, Alex Caruso did end up hurting his foot in the last game against the Brooklyn Nets. I believe it was just a very unfortunate circumstance where he kind of ran into Ben Simmons, realistically, and then he obviously his foot got hurt. He is listed as questionable to play against the Philadelphia 76ers. What does this mean for the Bulls? Look, in all fairness, I think offensively we can do well without Alex Caruso, but defensively is where our biggest real problems lie with this team without Alex Caruso. Now, I'm hoping that's not going to be the case, and I'm trusting this Bulls team to really deliver in some good circumstances with Alex Caruso, even if he is here. So, I'm very, very much hoping that Alex Caruso could be okay, and could at least be a defensive leader for this team. And even in his small minutes that he played in the last game against the Brooklyn Nets, he did very, very well in that game. So, again, I think we will miss Alex Caruso, especially on the defensive end. Let's hope he will be back as soon as possible. I don't see him playing this game against Philly, if you're asking for my personal opinion. But the fact that he's listed as questionable so soon is probably a good sign that there is nothing seriously wrong with Alex Caruso. And I think that's a big thumbs up. Javonte Green is next. He is listed as questionable to play against the Philadelphia 76ers. Questionable is a 50-50 chance they can either play the game or miss the game. What I have to say in this instance is Javonte Green had obviously his right knee soreness. It flared up a little bit. He came back and then he basically went out again. Again, I just think this is a step closer to seeing Javonte Green return. Maybe we rushed him back. Maybe something else just happened throughout that last game that he played. Altogether, though, two of our better defenders are going to be out for this game against the Philadelphia 76ers. So it's hard for me to not say that the defensive side of the ball will be a big issue for the Chicago Bulls, in my opinion, in the next game. Now, I'm not saying that there are no other capable defenders on this team. I think there have been a lot of players that stepped up on the defensive end recently for this team. Again, more specifically, the last game against Brooklyn. But you see seeing guys like DeMar step up on the defensive end. Zach has had a good defensive week as well. Vucevic has come out and had a couple of blocks per game. Our bench, Kobe White, Io, Patrick, they've all in some way, form or fashion had solid defensive weeks overall. And I'd like to see that continue even with some of these guys out for the Chicago Bulls in our next game against the Philadelphia 76ers. Almost said the Brooklyn Nets there. But Philadelphia had their own injuries that they have to get through, and this might prove to be an opportunity for the Bulls to maybe capitalize on a weakened Philadelphia 76ers team. So let's get started on their only real injury concern heading into that game against the Chicago Bulls for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid, with a foot injury, has been listed as out against the Chicago Bulls. Now, in terms of a Bulls fan, there's two sides to the coins to this, in my opinion. One, obviously, with Joel Embiid out, it gives the Bulls a higher chance to win the game, just because Joel Embiid is an MVP caliber player, and when you lose that type of player, it can definitely affect your team. Now, if you're a Philadelphia fan watching this video, I would still, I guess, feel confident that you could play against the Chicago Bulls and win. We already have seen this team, even with the opponents having injuries, can still lose on an occasion and can still lose regularly, to be honest, if the game is not taken seriously or the Bulls don't show up in the way that they should. So Philly fans will still feel confident. Bulls fans will obviously feel a little bit more confident. But for the second side of things, the fact that Joel Embiid has still not been able to lose to the Chicago Bulls team is a streak that I want broken. So forget about the records, forget about the season, forget about where we are as a team. For just a little bit of me, inside of me, wants to see Joel Embiid lose to the Bulls. I think most Bulls fans would feel that way. Yes, I'm sure if you're looking at the whole grand scheme of things, the whole NBA season, any chance to beat Philadelphia would be a good win for the Bulls. I understand that. But there will also be a small side of me that will want to see Joel Embiid lose to this team. And I want to see that, I guess, streak that Joel Embiid has against us, or that history that Joel Embiid has against us. I want to see it broken. I want to see us have a chance to beat Joel Embiid. I know it's crazy that it's gotten to this point in his career and the Bulls' career from this time. And we've not seen that. We've not seen Joel Embiid lose to the Bulls. And I might be petty in saying that, but I'd really like to see it happen, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm quite upset, actually, to see Joel Embiid, I guess, be out for Philadelphia. But by no means is this a guaranteed win for the Bulls. I'm not saying that either. I think, obviously, when you have the team that Philadelphia has and the way that they can compete, even without Joel Embiid, I'm pretty sure we've lost this Philadelphia 76ers team before. So it's not an easy game. And I'm going to give Philadelphia the utmost respect coming into this game against the Chicago Bulls. But I still feel like at the end of the day, if you're a Bulls fan, you're probably feeling a little bit less stressed about this game. And I understand that as well. And this does give us a greater chance to win. I just think it makes sense to really say that just based on the fact that he is an MVP caliber player, Joel Embiid. And when you have an MVP caliber player out, it will cause a lot of, I guess, harm for a team. But Philadelphia is a team that always can adjust. They do have a bunch of scorers. Expect guys like James Harden to have a good game. Expect guys like Tobias Harris to have a good game as well. And again, there are going to be a lot of people stepping in and playing, I guess, filling up the gaps that Joel Embiid may leave behind. Again, something else that really hurts this team against Philadelphia is how we allow their role players to just really shine for them. Usually Joel Embiid hurts us, of course, that makes a lot of sense, but their role players kill us a lot more, in my opinion, because we let so many of them just shoot unbelievably incredible threes against the Chicago Bulls, and it's been a problem all season for us as well. So just because Joel Embiid is out, to all the Bulls fans out there that are thinking this is an easy game, I think you got a lot to look forward to against Philadelphia. I think it's going to be a fun game, but it won't be an easy game. And it's not a guaranteed win. And like we've seen with Philadelphia, if we allow their role players to just shoot amazing three-point shots against us, like we've done, like we've seen with other teams before us, be very careful about this Philadelphia team. With or without Joel Embiid, they are dangerous and they are a threat to this Bulls team. I'd like to know what you guys think in the comments below. Again, if anybody's going to say it's an easy win, I will be heavily against that until, obviously, the game is done. And we'll see or not if it was an easy win or not, or if it's just a competitive game, or if we get blown out. There's a lot of ways this can go. But I want to thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in another Chicago Bulls video. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay tuned for more. Take care, and peace.